Hello and welcome to another episode of Ignite News. I'm your host, Scott Summerhays.
And I'm Greg Rosser. We've experienced a really intense winter this year in Southern Ontario, and some people may be holding their breath, wondering when the next time they're going to see some green around here.
Yeah, but if you're looking for an exotic place to sit back and relax, our reporter Rebecca Anderson has a story on the Royal Botanical Gardens.
Hamilton's Royal Botanical Gardens brings two amazing exhibits together. These exhibits are known as Nature's Ninjas and the Savage Gardens exhibit. They feed your senses with a larger-than-life world of carnivorous plants, and they allow you to come face-to-face with animals that harness the wildest defense weaponry on Earth. The exhibit shares where these plants and animals come from, as well as their defense mechanisms and habitats.
I like seeing the plants and learning why they do what they do and how they do it. I think it's fascinating. And same with all the insects and amphibians. I mean, just seeing how long they live and what they do and where they live, I think it's just all fascinating.
I like the exhibit because I got to see a whole bunch of cool different animals that I've never seen before. I saw a scorpion for the first time. That was pretty rad. And snakes and tarantulas. And it was just cool to come check it out with all the beautiful nature.
The RBG encourages families with kids of all ages to view the exhibit. It's open until April 13th, and each day the experts perform new hands-on ways to educate children with one-on-one activities by putting on puppet shows and playing other interactive games. As well as the real thing, there are plenty of life-size, hands-on mechanical models of plants on display, showing people how they work. So for the next couple of months, meat-eating plants and some of the most stealth creatures in the world will be presented. Here at Hamilton's RBG, Savage Gardens and Nature's Ninjas exhibit, people are able to see plants and animals they wouldn't see in their everyday lives. Reporting for Ignite News, I'm Rebecca Anderson.
You know, Neil Reyes, music reporter at Ignite News, just did a story on 4 music students who just got together to do a funk band. They have a shared love of funk music. Their band is called Magic Company with a K. Here's the story for you.
If there's one thing the Magic Company does well, it's funk.
A funky, definitely want to use the word funk.
Yeah, it's like the Pick of Destiny meets Dazed and Confused.
We want to bring a lot of energy, obviously funk.
I like to call it funk rock.
Through chance encounters, singer Heather Scott, bassist Jake Del Grande, guitarist Nick Rendiro, and drummer Dylan Bailey met in the music program at Mohawk College.
I was like, this is a really magical company. And I was like, it's almost like Magic Company. And then right there, it just happened. I was like, oh, Magic Company! It should be Magic Company! And then it just happened, like, you know, Dylan liked it. I don't know about Nick, but Jake's down.
Though each member took a different path to arrive at Mohawk's music program, they're on the right path to making music their career.
You know, I met Terry, I met all the wonderful teachers here, and they seemed like they had a lot to offer.
And then I've been playing, this is my 5th year at Mohawk, returning, trying to get my certificate, you know, trying to get out in the world and make a living playing music.
While they happily throw down energetic covers, the band is focused on making original music. As they grow together as musicians, their sound will likely take a few different turns.
You know, we're a new band, so we're really still making our sound, and we expand on that every time we get together. So I think, you know, you can come out to one of our shows and answer that yourself, maybe, if you really want to get to know us.
The Magic Company will be playing the Casbah on February 27th. For Ignite Entertainment, I'm Neil Reyes.
All right, so spring is in the air, and you might want to go out and get some exercise, maybe with a pet, maybe you want to get a dog. But Lauren Smith, a reporter here, just did a story on what it takes to actually own a pet when you're a student. Here's the story for you.
The Hamilton Burlington Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, or the HBSPCA, is home to a number of pets, including cats, dogs, rabbits, and birds. Longtime HBSPCA employee Pam Jameson says that anyone can get involved as a volunteer to work with the animals.
You can get involved by just walking up here, coming through the front doors, having a look around and seeing what we do and what our wonderful volunteers do. So we like to encourage things like that because that's what we need here. Our dogs need that enrichment, and so do our cats, and so do our small animals. They need all that enrichment, and who better to give than people in the community who have that time. Maybe they don't want a pet of their own. They can come up here and they can get all that doggy love and kitty love that they need by just simply volunteering.
The adoption process to find your furry friend is easy. Pam explained the meet and match system.
Our adoption process is actually a meet your match program. You know how people do a meet your match? Well, we want to do a meet your match with animals. We want to make sure that it's the right fit, not just for you, but for the dog. Everything has to go, right? So you fill out a survey, and it's scientifically done. We count you up and find out what color you are.
The color system ranks the animals based on their activity levels. Purple denotes a lower level of energy, orange is a moderate level, and pets at the green level are high energy and need homes that can handle them. The adoption process is quick. If you come in to adopt, you could leave the same day with your forever friend. But Pam does have some advice.
Keep in mind what's going on in your home. How much time do you have financially? Can you commit to a pet? Because it can get expensive. There's no getting around that. It is expensive. You need support. I've been with animals my whole life, but I need that support. What if I got sick? What if I wanted to go away on a holiday? I need that backup. Somebody who can step in and help me with my pets. Those things are key. So be realistic about it and your time. I know we can be selfish, or we see them and it's like, oh, I want to help them, and then you get them and it's overwhelming. So think about those things ahead of time.
If you don't have the time to donate, then the SPCA is always taking cash donations. They're in particular need of these special dog beds, which cost about $200 to buy. If you want to make a donation of any amount, call or visit their website. The SPCA is not government funded and it runs solely on public donations. So on February 24th, National Cupcake Day, or in the weeks before, they're asking for people to sell cupcakes and donate the proceeds to their local facility. So if you want to support animals like Abel here, you can check out the Hamilton Burlington SPCA online, or you can come out to my fundraiser for National Cupcake Day, Wednesday and Thursday of this week and next, outside of F126 at the Fennel campus. For Ignite News, I'm Lauren Smith.
Well, that's great, Lauren. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about the actual SPCA event that's going on this week?
Well, National Cupcake Day is on Monday, February 24th, and it's a chance for people who don't necessarily have the time or money all year to donate to the SPCA. So you bake cookies, you bake cupcakes, whatever, sell them to your friends, and then 100% of that money goes to your local SPCA chapter.
Oh, that's great. If I wanted to get more involved in what's going on this week, how would I go about doing that?
Well, you could do something like what I'm doing. The last 2 weeks, I've been selling cupcakes at Mohawk College at the Fennel campus for $1 a piece. And also on Monday, the 24th, I'll be at the Family Video in Burlington. It's Mountain Grove at Guelph Line. Again, cupcakes for $1. You can also go to the hbspca.com website. You can click donate, you can click adopt, you can just even walk into your SPCA chapter and take a dog for a walk if you want.
And finally, how did you make it out of there without taking one home?
It was tough. It was really tough. They're all very cute and they all are, very eager and sad when you walk away. But you just have to remember, as a student, I'm really not equipped to take care of a pet. I don't have the time, I don't have the money or the energy. A healthy dog to take care of for a year costs $1,500, and I just don't have that, and I know that OSAP doesn't claim pets as dependents. So you really just have to think carefully about whether you have the time to take care of one of these pets, and I knew I didn't, so I just walked away.
That's right. Well, thanks very much for being here, Lauren. It was a great story. Let's head over to Beauty Beat right now.
We have 8 ways to show you how to use coconut oil. So what can it be used for? A deep conditioner, eyebrow growth, eyelash growth, body moisturizer and scrub, for nail cuticles, shaving cream, cracked feet and athlete's foot, and dry elbows. Who knew there were so many uses? So always make sure to use a spoon so you don't contaminate the oil. Rub through your hands and put it through your hair before, during, or after your shower. So if your hair is dry, try and make sure not to massage it into your scalp as much, because it does tend to get oily. Rub into eyebrows and eyelashes. This has been proven to cause immediate hair growth, or at least close to it. It's a great moisturizer for those cold winter days when you feel like your skin is about to fall off. Substitute your shaving cream, which contains chemicals, with coconut oil. Coconut oil can be used for a multitude of things, but these are just some.
A broken compact. This is one of the worst sights for a woman. We spend all this money only to accidentally drop it and see it shatter. Some just cut their losses and toss it, and some try to salvage it and use it as it is, only to make a mess each time you open it. We have a solution for you to get your powder back to its original form. First, place the compact open in a plastic bag to avoid a powdery mess. Then, hold the bag tightly around the compact and start breaking it up more than it already is. Yes, we know this seems like a terrifying idea, but the powder must be as loose as possible to mend it back together. Then spray any rubbing alcohol over 70%. The higher the percentage, the quicker drying time you will have. Spray enough on until you get a pasty consistency. Then take an object that is a similar size and wrap it in an old cloth or t-shirt. Press this in the powder as hard as possible until the powder is back to being compact. But you do want to clean up a bit. You don't want your case to be looking all messy. So pour the powder that fell on your bag back into the compact and press again. Then you can use a Q-tip or just the edges of the cloth to clean up the edges of the casing. You can use this technique on any powdered makeup, even eyeshadows. We hope this saved you some time and some money. Please enjoy.
Hi, I'm Casey Wren. Welcome to your Beauty Beat. Today we're going to have a look at 2 looks you can do using the Naked 3 palette. Let's check them out. Start with Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. Take Dark Side and put it all over the lid. Put Limit in the crease and blend up a bit. Next, put Nooner in the crease and don't blend it as high. Use Strange under the brow bone and in the corner for highlight. Use Black Heart on the outer corner for definition. Take Naked 3's matching double-sided eyeliner and use Black Heart on the upper lash line. Use Dark Side on the lower lash line and smudge it with the matching eyeshadow. Start with NYX High Definition Eyeshadow Base. Brush Burnout over the lid. For added depth, add Trick to the middle. Put Limit in the crease and a bit of Nooner on the outer edge of the crease. Use Nooner in the outer corner. Use Strange under the brow and in the inner corner. Take a small eyeliner brush and use Black Heart as eyeliner. Add a light eyeliner to the lower lash line to brighten the look up a bit. That's it for me. Reporting for Ignite News, I'm Casey Wren.
We're here today at Johnson Fiat checking out the Fiat Abarth, and I gotta say, this car is a lot of fun. The 2014 Fiat 500 Abarth comes with 160 horsepower and only weighs 2,500 pounds. The power to weight ratio is just insane, and with the Koni suspension, it really feels like you're driving a race car. It comes with a variety of exterior colors, and there's also a cabrio version that comes with a retractable soft top.
Behind me is the 2013 Fiat 500 Abarth, which is the high-performance version of the Fiat 500. I'm just gonna show you under the hood here. So this vehicle comes equipped with a 1.4-liter multi-air turbo engine, which has 160 horsepower and it's 170 foot-pounds of torque. It's got a lot of power. If you step on it, this vehicle moves. It comes equipped with 17-inch aluminum rims. Just to set it off, it's got a nice style to it. In the front here, it also has twin intercoolers, which basically just force more colder air into the engine to give you more performance out of the car. On the inside, they have leather bucket seats. They're high back racing style seats. They also have a pass-through on the top there, so you can put a racing harness on it if you wanted to take the vehicle onto a track. It also has front and rear stabilizer bars to give you a more solid stance on the road. You can hug the corners really good. It's a lot of fun to drive. The Fiat Abarth name has been around for a long time, and it's won countless races and awards. It actually holds 10 world records, and the Abarth performance name holds 10,000 race victories right now.
Now that the car's out of the showroom, let's take it for a test drive.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. I can feel the power too.
Yeah, it's got lots of power.
And like, you don't really get, it's not an uncomfortable ride either. It's very comfortable.
And something else that's really neat on these Fiats, especially if you're a beginner for driving standard, is they have something called Hill Start Assist, which if you're on a steep grade, it'll hold the brake for a few seconds to give you some time to get off the clutch and on the gas, so your car won't actually roll back at all.
I see it has a sport option there as well. Would you be able to say a little bit about that?
So when you press the button, the sport button on the dash there, you can press that button at any time. It'll never let you hurt the vehicle. What it does is it basically tightens up the suspension, and it makes your pedal get a little bit more responsive. And it also gives you your full horsepower and full torque right from first gear. Okay, we're almost back to the dealership now, so we'll just pull it back into the Fiat studio.
So if you love fast, small hatchbacks, you have to try out the Fiat 500 Abarth. Come over for a test drive. I'm Shane Lansing, and this was Mohawk Rides.
I don't think he's ever had an original thought in his life.
That's not true. For instance, one time I wanted to have a bunch of my friends over to watch TV, not unlike this TV that just showed up magically. And not everybody can fit on my one couch. And I thought to myself, well, what if there was such a thing as a bunk bed, but as a couch? Introducing the double-decker couch. So everyone could watch TV together and be buddies.
That is literally the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Please, Wildstyle, let me handle this. That idea is just the worst.
Remember when you played with toys as a kid, and one fantasy scenario would lead right into the next? Wolverine, Donatello, and Scrooge McDuck could race the Batmobile across the deck of the Titanic, before suddenly warping to the moon and playing darts with Bart Simpson, and it all made a twisted kind of sense. It's that childlike randomness that makes the Lego Movie the first great movie of 2014. Emmett, voiced by Chris Pratt, is a happy, normal Lego man. He's happy about everything, his favorite TV show is Where Are My Pants, and he has a construction job laying Lego bricks. One day, his boring life is interrupted when he becomes tangled up in a plot involving a plot to destroy the world and a prophecy that just might apply to Emmett. Really, the whole story is what it needs to be, but the movie doesn't spend a lot of time dwelling on things like story and character motivations. Much like 2012's underrated The Pirates Band of Misfits, the Lego Movie is made to look animated in stop motion, but is actually amazingly detailed computer animation. The Lego men that make up the characters and setting look completely real. The plastic bricks even have worn paint and chipped plastic like they've been played with already. The voice cast is so large, there's not enough time to go into how great everyone in the movie is. Suffice it to say, though, that any movie that lands a cast comprised of Pratt, Will Ferrell, Elizabeth Banks, Liam Neeson, Alison Brie, Charlie Day, Will Forte, Anthony Daniels, Kobe Smothers, Jonah Hill, Dave Franco, Billy D. Williams, Nick Offerman, Jake Johnson, Will Arnett, Morgan Freeman, and Channing Tatum definitely knows what it's doing.
Relax, everybody. I'm here.
Batman!
What's up, babe?
Babe!
What?
Oh, sorry, Batman. This is Emmett. Emmett, this is my boyfriend, Batman.
I'm Batman.
That's your boyfriend?
Hey, babe.
What?
Let's hold hands.
So, hey guys, I think we're about to crash into the sun.
Yeah, but it's gonna look really cool.
So many family films nowadays either pander to children's zany antics or are too busy being hyperkinetic to attempt to be clever or funny. The Lego Movie has such an effortless power behind it, it's just a joy to behold. The comedy is really funny, the animation is simple yet intricate, and the action careens from one random moment of genius to the next. It's the type of movie that a kid could come up with, but in treating its whimsy with thoughtfulness, it also makes you feel like a kid again. The Lego Movie gets 4.5 stars out of 5. For the Apple Box, I'm Chris Luckett.
You know, I know you know about Roll Up the Rim, but have you ever thought about what might happen if someone else bought you a coffee and you won?
Well, Scott bought me this coffee and I want a donut.
And I'm gonna eat it.
Millions of Canadians head over to Tim Hortons to get a chance to win prizes in their Roll Up the Rim to Win contest. But sometimes, sharing a cup of coffee can lead to all kinds of problems. What if your friend bought you a cup and you won something?
I would keep it because I'm selfish.
Well, that's tough, because if it's something like a car or a TV, how do you share that? I mean, I guess I would invite them over to my house to watch my new TV or give them rides. Or if I sold the prize, then yeah, then I would share.
Oh yeah, he's done. Maybe if I win something special, he can come for a trip or something, but besides that, no, it's mine. Selfish like that.
I guess if it was a big prize, I would share it. I feel like if it was a coffee or something, then maybe not. But like if it was a big prize, maybe like sell it and split the money or something.
Well, Tim Hortons has a solution for that. You and your friends can sign a pre-cup agreement. If someone wins something more than a coffee or a donut, they can agree whether they share the prize, the buyer gets it, or they just flip a coin. Reporting for Ignite News, I'm Stephen Sobot.
But if the women's basketball team is going to win the OCAA championship, they're going to need a little bit more help. Sherry Levitt has this report on what's called the sister act on the basketball team. Here's the scoop.
1, 2, 3! Together! Warming up, let's go.
The Mohawk women's basketball team has been making waves in the Ontario College West Division this year. Sitting second in the standings and surprising teams everywhere, this team is on the rise. But with time running out before they host the OCAA championship, the team looks to 4 important teammates to make a difference. 4 girls that they like to call the Sister Act. Identical twins Krissa and Karina Brown, alongside older-younger sister duo Rachel and Jen Janabella, have been turning heads in the league, and coach Kevin Duffy uses this to his advantage.
It's something that drives coaches nuts. I know if I was preparing to play against the 4 of them, it'd be very difficult because it's kind of pick your poison. I mean, if you shut down one, you know the other one can excel. And the other thing is that you know that because they have such a wide range of ability, you know, what part of their game do you want to try and focus on when you're planning for them?
For twins Krissa and Karina, who confuse opponents everywhere with their identical look, their bond goes further than just on the court.
She's my best friend.
One thing that all 4 members of the Sister Act can agree on, however, is the competitive level that exists when fighting against your own sister for playing time.
Everything that we do, like we always just try to beat each other.
We've always wanted to be better than each other. Especially at home.
My team has to beat Chris's team because I want to be better than Chris. I know that sounds mean, but it's just something we've always done. Even if it's one-on-one, like one of us has to be a winner. Yeah. And that's how we push each other to become better players.
Yeah.
It's not just their competitiveness that has made the Mohawk team better this year, but also the brand new $38 million gym that was just installed on campus.
I mean, it's pumped our tires quite a bit. I mean, it's had a lot of excitement and enthusiasm from day one when the girls got out here to practice. And of course, from a coach's perspective too, as a recruiting tool, it's outstanding.
Aside from the players, fans love the new gym too.
I think it's more open for us, like we can run the floor more. But overall, like the stands is a lot better. Like there's more fan space.
Playing as provincial hosts for the OCAA weekend, the Mohawk women's basketball team gets an automatic chance to play for that ticket to nationals. For Kevin Duffy and his team, however, that's not enough. They want to earn their way into the tournament and prove that even though they're going in as underdogs, they're looking to come out as champions.
We know that if we're down or that if we face adversity, that we're not going to fold. We're going to come back even stronger, and they have proven that time and time again.
We're not going to go there because it's a walk-in. We're going to go there because we earned our spot, and we definitely showed that this semester that we're ready to compete with any team, and we can play basketball just as much as they can.
We've earned everything that we've gone so far, so I think we'll make some noise in the playoffs.
With a new gym, a great coach, and big hearts, these Mountaineers certainly have a bright future. For Ignite News, I'm Sherry Levitt.
In her first year of playing college-level basketball, Steph Rymack is surpassing expectations. The Mohawk Mountaineers guard is part of a strong rookie class that's helping the team to their best season mark in recent years. A product of Westdale High School and Blessed Sacrament Basketball Club, her love for the game started at an early age.
I played a lot of sports like when I was younger, but like my mom and dad put me into basketball, and that's the sport that I just love. So I like stopped playing every other one and then just played when I was younger, and I just loved the game. Just kept playing.
Rymack is the team's leading scorer, averaging over 11 points per game and shooting a very impressive 48.8% from the field, good for 5th in the OCAA. Against the Lambton Lions on January 18th, Rymack scored 14 points, going 6 of 9 from the field. On the defensive end, she's averaging almost 4 rebounds and 2 steals per game, quite a notable feat for a guard. Head coach Kevin Duffy has definitely noticed her exceptional play.
Again, Steph is just a great all-around player. I mean, she's got the heart of a lion. You know, she's 5'0", but if you measure her by the size of her heart, she'd be 10'6". Steph, again, she can dribble drive, she can shoot the ball, she plays great defense, and Steph is fearless out there. I mean, she goes into spots you don't think a guard would go to get after loose balls, to get rebounds.
Assistant coach Megan Reed says Rymack is leading by example on the court.
She's consistently been one of our sparks. So one of our players who comes in and gets things going. So it could be 2 or 3 layups in a row that you're not expecting, that just, whoo, you know, all of a sudden she's open and she's got the steal and she's going to the hoop, those types of things.
Though Rymack excels in basketball as an individual, she feels the team truly believes in the team mentality.
It's amazing. Like, I'm so proud of my teammates. We all bring our game, and it just shows, and we've been playing 12 deep.
As a first-year health, fitness, and wellness student at Mohawk College, Rymack will be a part of the team for at least a couple seasons. When she steps on the court, she knows what to do, and it's an invaluable trait for any player.
Yeah, I just love the game, and like I have the passion and heart for it, so I just bring it out every game and see what happens.
For Ignite Sports, I'm Neil Reyes.
Hi Mohawk, I'm Sam. This week on Fit Tips, I'm going to show you some great core strengthening workouts using an exercise ball. So the first exercise that I'm going to show you today is a leg lift. You're going to start by getting your balance on the ball, somewhere that you're really comfortable with. So from there, you're going to start lifting one of your legs, rotating to the other one. Because you're balancing, every time you lift your leg, it's making you tighten your abs, which is giving you that core workout. For my second exercise that I'm going to show you, using the exercise ball today, start by laying down flat on your back, keeping your feet up flat on the ball. Then going from there, you want to proceed with your normal crunches, just like you normally would do, keeping your butt elevated. What this is going to do is it's going to really tighten your core even more than your regular crunches because you're elevated. So for the last exercise that I'm going to show you today using the exercise ball, it's a very easy but effective workout. All you're going to do is you want to make sure the ball is in between you and the wall. You're going to put it in the middle of your back. Then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to want to squat, keeping your legs and butt parallel. Once you do that, you want to lock your legs, and then you want to see how long you can hold it there for. And there you have it, Mohawk. Hopefully now you know a few core strengthening exercises using an exercise ball. Until next time, stay fit and stay healthy, Mohawk.
And that's it for this week's edition of Ignite News. If you want to check us out on our website, it's ignitenews.ca, or on Twitter, Ignite Online. I'm Greg Rosser.
And I'm Scott Summerhays. Thanks for watching.
I thought you were going to pat me.
Well, you started turning before.
Well, I was waiting for the pat.
Well, I can't pat you when you're already turning. The turning implies the patting.
You have to be like pat, like as a...